Hello, good afternoon, everybody. I'm just going to check in just quickly on my phone to make sure that I am in the right place and that this interview isn't going out somewhere completely randomly where people can't see me. So yes, I think we're live and we're on my page. So it's a good start. This is my first interview using Be Live TV, so it's rather exciting, a little bit nerve-wracking as well as to how this all works. So today I'm going to be chatting to the wonderful Helen, who you can see in the other screen. I've known Helen for quite some time now. We met through Professional Women in Business, and we've gone to a couple of networking events together. And more recently, we've been working together as well because Helen is up-leveling her business and she's growing her business. So we're going to be talking today about what it is that Helen does and how she can potentially help you. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce Helen. Helen, over to you.
Good morning, Anita. Oh, actually, it's afternoon now, isn't it? I just realised it's just 12 o'clock.
No problem. So, Helen, what is it you do? Tell everybody, what is it you do? Oh, where are you on?
That's a good start, isn't it? Lost my train of thought now. So I work with many female wellness professionals. My background is in beauty. I've got over 30 years experience. I was a mobile therapist. I've worked in salons, spas and clinics. I've run my own salons for 16 years. And I've even taught in higher education. So I've dipped my toe into all sorts of different areas of wellness. But now I work with female wellness professionals, and generally it tends to be the ladies that have maybe been in corporate or worked for somebody else and have now decided, either through choice of taking early redundancy or retirement or just by circumstances of life, that they've decided what they want to do is to have a wellness business of their own. So I work with those kind of ladies to help them determine what skills that they have got from their past careers that they can transfer over to their new business. Because so many people think they're starting again when they get to this stage in life where they make a big change. I'm starting right at the bottom. But in fact, they're not. They've got so much experience. So I help them to look at where they are now with their business, where they want to go with it, what kind of tools they have already got in their tool case that they could utilize in this new business, and then what other tools that they need to help them move forward, and so that they can truly go from being a successful business owner to an exceptional business owner, all through using the client experience.
Right, so client experience. Obviously, what we should all be doing is all looking after our clients. It's a bit of a, for the likes of yourself and me and many others that will be watching and listening to this, looking after your clients is that's fundamental in business. Also, we work so hard to get new clients, but then quite often what happens is people forget how to look after them once they've got them, so that then they become absolute, assets to their businesses. If you've got a good client relationship, if your client absolutely loves what it is that you do for them, then they're going to talk about you to everyone that they know. So word of mouth recommendation, as we know, is the best form of marketing.
Exactly.
So many client experience. Sorry, you've got a bit of a time lag there with the internet. So with regards to client experience, what problems have your clients come up with in the past? What have you helped them with?
I think that the biggest problem, as you've alluded to there, is that business owners spend so much time chasing new business that they forget to take care of the business that they've already got. Yes. Because most people, they know it, but they don't always remember that you get 80% of your business or your revenue from only 20% of your clients. So it's so important to take care of those clients once you've got them. Once they've invested money in your business, you've already built up that know, like, and trust. So it's so important to make sure that you maintain that. One of my bugbears, and the biggest mistake I think business owners make, is when they do a special offer and it says for new customers only. That really gets my back up. I'm a customer, I've spent my money with you, I've invested with you, I've worked with you, and I'm happy with you. So somebody that you don't know just comes along out of the blue and will come to you because you've got a special offer. And 9 times out of 10, you won't even keep that client, because they are the types of clients that will jump from business to business depending on what offer's available. So they're not going to stay with you anyway. So it's false economy, really, to market those kind of things. You're much better off bringing your clients in and marketing to those particular clients. When I had my business, I used to do special offers to my VIP clients, which was literally my top 20%. So every month I would check who was in my top 20% and I would mail out, snail mail, special offers just for them. And it became a thing that they were anticipating getting this letter every month to see, you know, what kind of offers were available to them. And that's how you build your business, and that's how you grow your reputation. And then those clients will actually recommend other people to you. And that's the best way to get new business anyways, through recommendation, rather than saying, I'm great. You know, when somebody else and one of your clients says that, it has so much more clout, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. And I know when we've spoken in the past, it isn't just a case of you helping just the salon and the wellness owners. It's also helping them with things within their business, such as, you know, staffing, because quite often we've had these conversations. You can be the best business owner, absolutely best business owner. And I know you've mentioned in the past, you know, people that have gone from being a therapist to running a salon and having many staff, which you had in the past. And then they then struggle with that balance of being a therapist, being a manager, managing a team, being a business owner, being a HR professional, customer service professional. And then they have these wonderful members of staff, hopefully, in the main, but then their staff are letting down the client experience. And I know you've spoken about this in the past. So, you know, just give an example of that, where the staff could potentially be letting the business down, and what business owners can do about that.
Yeah, it has something that's come up several times for myself, and also when I've been working with my clients. My biggest thing was, I can do it the best, so therefore I should do it. But having ended up with 2 salons, 10 staff, working 7 days a week, it got to the stage where I was going to burn out. And I did a little video on it the other day. Literally, I thought I was going to break. And I had to make a decision that if I wanted to expand my business and run my business more professionally, then I had to step out of the treatment room and become the business owner and work from the front and lead from the front. Yeah. And a lot of salon owners give me the excuse, but my clients only want me. They come to the salon for me. And for me, that's a big mistake, because you're saying about employing staff. Well, as a salon owner, my big thing is, well, who did my treatments? My staff did my treatments. So if you don't employ staff that you're happy to be working on you, then they shouldn't be working on your clients. And if you're happy for them to work on you, then your clients should be happy to have them to do their treatments too. So it takes a little bit of educating of your clients if you want to make the move. And for me, it was over a couple of months that I made the decision, and then I started blocking out my time. So as soon as I didn't have any bookings, that was it. Nobody else got booked in with me, and they went to the other therapists. So it is making sure that your members of staff have been trained to the standard that you want them to. And it's not just about the technical side of doing the treatment, because you can go to most places and have a manicure or have a massage, and it's not just about the treatment. What my clients always commented on was everything else. So it's how they were made to feel when they were having those treatments, when they were in your salon, when they were mixing with your staff. So when I was looking for members of staff, yes, they need to be technically skilled, but I was looking for those that would uphold the same values that I had, and understood that it was all about how you treat the clients and how you make the client feel, and making them feel special, and not just coming in, doing the job, being paid and going home at the end of the day. So that's the really important thing when you're looking at employing staff. Look at their attitude to business and their work ethic, as well as their technical qualifications.
Yeah, without a doubt, definitely, because they can, the best will in the world, they can really, really let your business down, and and they've kind of, like you said, it isn't just the technical aspect of being able to do the job, especially in the beauty and the wellness world. It is about being, very customer focused, and unfortunately, we've all had experiences where we've gone to have, I don't know, have a massage, have our hair done, have our nails done, have something done, and we've kind of felt that we've been let down slightly by the service that we've had. I know I've been not recently, thankfully, but I know in the past when I've gone to different hair salons, for instance, if my regular hairdresser wasn't available, and it happened to me a couple of years ago. There was a junior member of staff, and she was gossiping with her client about the salon owner who wasn't there. And she was talking about how she hadn't been paid the week before and how she thought they had monetary problems. And it was really, really awkward. I was sat there thinking, crikey, I really wanted to say something, but had it been my regular salon that I go to with my regular hairstylist, I would have said something, but I didn't feel that I could. And it kind of made me feel really, really uncomfortable. One, as a business owner myself, but also to think that this salon owner is away that day. And for whatever reason, there hasn't been, this girl hasn't been paid for whatever reason. But everyone that was in there having their hair done now is assuming this salon's got monetary problems, or that this salon owner is really rubbish and not looking after her staff, because we're only hearing one side of the story. But me as a businesswoman, I see things very differently, and look at the bigger picture. But that could have been very, very damaging for that salon owner, really, really damaging. And I think, unfortunately, I might be completely wrong here, but I think in the beauty and wellness industry, because you've got a vast range of age groups, you've got girls that are just coming out of college straight into work, or you've got older ladies that have been doing it for years and years and years and years and years. And unfortunately, there is an awful lot of gossiping that goes on in salons. You've seen and witnessed it yourself over the years. And I think from a customer point of view, it is about the client experience. When I go into a salon to have my hair done, have my nails done, or what have you, I want to be made to feel really, really important, really important. And I don't want to be listening to staff members gossiping. I don't want to hear that they've got issues with regard to being paid. Don't get me wrong, if I'm going in there from a business coach point of view and I'm doing, a business review, that's completely different. Bring it on. But when I'm there just for relaxation, I don't want to hear that. I want to be made to feel really, really comfortable. And I think something else that we were discussing a while ago, it's little things, little personal touches. And I know, in the past I've gone to a hair salon where on a Friday, they give all the clients, or offer all their clients, a glass of Prosecco on a Friday, while you're having your hair done. That was a really, really lovely touch, at the end of the working week. Loyalty cards, as you said, being given a discount, a loyalty discount, because you keep going back and back and back again. But little things like, the nice coffee with a biscuit on the side. Doesn't happen everywhere, believe it or not, but when it does, it's a really nice touch. So with regard to I know you offer a half a day intensive for busy business owners. Why would somebody need that? And what will you cover in your half a day intensive? What will they come away with? Okay,
well, first of all, the reason that I do it as a half day rather than, you can spread it over months if you want to, but it's the way that I like to work, and we've done the same thing together, isn't it? That in 4 hours, you can really get a good run on a business, you can get some good plans in place that somebody can go and implement the very next day. And being a busy salon owner, you are usually time poor. So just to be able to give a half day to this is so important. And basically what I do is I will meet with the business owner, and we will look at every touch point that their clients have with their business. So it's looking at the first impressions that a client has. And that's not just looking at the outside of a business. That's, you know, the marketing that they do, what their presence is on social media. Not that that's my area of expertise, but it's just looking at it and making people aware of it. And then also, you know, who answers the telephone? How do they answer the telephone? When the client enters the business, what do they see, smell, taste, touch, hear? It's all of those things. So it's looking at where the business is now. Then we look at, well, where does the salon owner or the business owner want to take that business? What's their big vision? Because if they don't have one, then the business isn't going to expand. It's a bit like you get in your car, isn't it? And you have a map to get from A to B, so you know where you're going. It's exactly the same with your business. You need to have a destination in mind so that you know the steps that you need to take to get there. So we look at what their big vision is. Then we look at, well, what tools and skills do they already possess? Because everybody's at a different level. When I go through all the steps with my clients, some of them will find some things come more easily and other things will be more of a struggle for them. So we can identify where their strengths are and where they're going to need more help. So this is all tailored individually to each business owner. Then we look at the steps that they're going to need to take to get from where they are to where they want to be. And then finally, we start putting a plan together for how they're actually going to do that, and look at the systems and processes that they need to put in place in their business to do that. So many business owners are flying around by the seat of their pants from day to day, putting out fires, and they don't actually have a plan for how they're going to get to where they want to go. So that's so important, and that goes through every level of their business. So it's all about the client experience, it's all about the staff, and remembering that their staff are part of their client experience. They need to treat their staff as internal clients. We have internal and external clients. So your external clients are basically the ones that are paying you for whatever it is you're doing. And the internal clients are basically anybody that you're paying to help you run your business. So you need to make sure that your internal clients are kept happy so that they treat your external clients the same way. It's like anything else. People will look at the business owner, and that's how they will judge how they're going to behave, how they're going to present themselves, how they're going to act in front of clients. So you have to remember that even if you don't see it, your staff are looking at what you do and how you do it, and they're reflecting that back. So yes, in the case that you said, where you know the members of staff were bad mouthing the salon owner, well, she's clearly got that from somewhere. And you have to remember that people hear an awful lot and they see an awful lot, even if you don't intend it. But yeah, it's just really looking at all the different touch points and picking up the little tiny things that can make so much difference. You're saying like the Prosecco and like the coffee. These things don't have to be expensive. It's not like you've got to spend a lot of money to get it right. But just by having somebody like me come and look at your business from the outside and looking in, so many times business owners are stuck in the doing of the business that they can't see the small things. So they don't notice that maybe the towels are looking a little bit sad, that you know they've got a few stains on them, they're not as soft as they used to be. Maybe the paintwork needs updating. Maybe they've never laid on their treatment couch and looked up and seen the flies that are in the light fittings or the cobwebs that are on the ceiling. You know, it's all these little things that as a business owner you can get so busy being busy that you forget to take a step back and look at things through your client's eyes and actually walk through in their shoes through your business and see what they see and make the necessary changes. So yeah, we can cover a huge amount of stuff in just 4 hours, and then obviously if people want ongoing support then we can arrange that as well. But it's very customized to each individual business owner depending on what their needs are at the current time in their business.
Oh, wonderful. And I think especially with regard to things from a client point of view, especially in the beauty and wellness industry. You're right, you know, to be lying there on a treatment couch I mean, again, you know, over the years, I've done it myself. I've been and had things, you know, treatments done, and I've been lying in a very damp, cold treatment room. The towels are a little bit manky, a little bit smelly. I've got a real issue with things like that. I'm a very kinesthetic person, very, very touchy-feely person anyway. And you know, and things like my senses, obviously, like the sense of smell is mine's very, 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 very strong. And, you know, I would prefer when I've been on holiday, just as an example, when I was on holiday, I went into the hotel spa to have a massage, and the room smelled beautiful, absolutely beautiful. It was like a coconutty smell, which always makes me think of holidays anyway. The towels were warm and they were soft and they smelled divine. And it was really warm in the treatment room, even though the hotel had aircon, but the treatment rooms were really warm. And it was just a really pleasant experience. The lighting was low, there was some candles, crystals everywhere, you know, it was lovely, really, really lovely. And then on the other extreme, and that is that me having high expectations, then on the other extreme, I have been in treatment rooms before where the towels have been smelly and damp, you know, and the rooms felt really damp and cold. Or for instance, you've either had really poor lighting, or they've had, like, you know, you're there for a massage or a facial and the lighting's really, really bright, you know, you don't want that. So it's about finding the right balance, but also putting yourself in your client's shoes. And interestingly enough, I watched The Hotel Inspector. I'm a massive Alex Polizzi follower, and I like to kind of think of myself as almost like a business inspector. You know, I'll go into businesses, another set of eyes on someone's business, and see it from an outsider's point of view. And interestingly enough, watching that the other evening, the lady that owns this hotel and inn, Alex said to her, had she ever slept in one of her own hotel rooms? She said she hadn't. And I thought that's a really good exercise to do if you're in the hotel industry, for instance. You know, sleep in your hotel rooms and feel it and see it from a guest's point of view. And it's exactly what you've just said there, you know. Salon owners to lie on a massage couch and just look up. I mean, it's something so simple, but again, we all get stuck on this hamster wheel of life and business, and it's really difficult to step off every now and again and look at what our clients are looking at, you know. And so I think it's almost like a very fundamental service that you're offering to these salon owners.
It's all about exceeding expectations of your clients. As you say, you've got a certain expectation. So have all your clients that come in, and it depends on the kind of service that you want to offer. So, you know, if you're looking at offering a higher end, then all these things are so important. And in fact, you know, they've done a surveys, and people are willing to pay up to 60% more for a better treatment, you know, for a better experience. So, you know, it's something to bear in mind that if you want to attract a higher end of clientele, then they will be looking for these little touches of luxury, and they are willing to pay for it. I mean, you can go anywhere these days and have a manicure or a massage or go to a yoga class, and it's not about the treatment or the service now. It's all about the experience. And by 2020, I think they said that is going to be about the feeling that you get when you have a treatment or an experience that will be more important than what you're having and how much you're paying for it. So it is so important that business owners get that right now and get that understanding clear that there's so many other people out there offering the same treatments that you do. You have to stand out. You have to wow your clients. You have to exceed their expectations and step up and shine amongst all the others that are out there. And how you make your clients feel is what's going to do it for you.
Exactly that. Exactly. Yeah, you're definitely right. So, how can people get in touch with you, Helen? Obviously, I'll put a link to your page in the comments on here. But how do you prefer people to get in touch with you?
I'm happy. People can email me if they want, which is helen@helenwillsher.com, nice and easy. Or you can go onto my website and there is a link to my calendar. If anybody wants to hop on and have a chat, you can either do it that way and book it through that, or you can drop me an email, and I'm more than happy to have a chat with people, see where they are, see where we can help. And if it's a match, then we can move forward. But no obligation. I love chatting to people, as you well know, Anita. Because I just love what I do. So it's just, I find it really exciting to be able to, like you do, delve into people's business and spot the things that with little tweaks and changes they can go from a successful business to an exceptional business.
Definitely. No, that's awesome, absolutely awesome. And the energy, it's really, really lovely talking to you. I think we've both got very, very sort of similar ideas and similar expectations and levels with regard to our clients, and and how we are in business, and we kind of want to push that towards others and help others and support us with exactly that. So thank you so much for today. It's been wonderful, and I really do hope that all those salon owners out there and the wellness professionals, they reach out to you so that you can help and support them. I highly recommend Helen. I only have people on here that I recommend and that I like working with. So if anyone's watching and I need some support, then please give Helen a shout. So thank you so much for today. Have a wonderful Thursday, and I will talk to you soon. And I'll see everybody soon. Take care.
Thank you so much, Anita. It's been a pleasure. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.